Hey basketball fans, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into the hottest debate of the 2024 to 2025 NBA season, the MVP race. And let me tell you, this race is looking spicier than your favorite hot sauce. If your favorite hot sauce came with a side of triple-doubles and insane stat lines. Let's get into it. Oh, and spoiler alert, Anthony Davis? Yeah, he's officially out. Injuries and inconsistent performances have taken him out of contention. But let's talk about a few other players who are keeping things interesting. Nikola Jokic, the undisputed king of chill MVP. Let's address the elephant in the room. And no, I'm not talking about Jokic's horse racing hobbies. Nikola Jokic is once again putting up numbers that make you question if he's secretly programmed by some basketball AI. As of now, he's averaging a casual 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists per game. It's like he's decided to treat the MVP race as a formality. You know, just another day at the office. Here's the kicker. Jokic doesn't even have Jamal Murray by his side right now, with Murray nursing an injury. However, Russell Westbrook has stepped in, bringing his relentless energy and playmaking to the Nuggets. Sure, Aaron Gordon is still catching lobs, but Jokic is essentially running the Nuggets' offense solo. And he makes it look easier than microwaving leftovers. Seriously, it's like every possession he's thinking, how can I make this triple-double happen while conserving energy for my post-game nap? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Mr. Clutch in OKC next up. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's making OKC's fans forget about their rebuilding era faster than you can say, thunder up. SGA is averaging 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he's doing it with a roster that's exciting, but still learning how to play at a championship level. Sure, Chet Holmgren is showing flashes of brilliance, but Shai's basically doing the basketball equivalent of carrying the groceries in one trip. And the groceries include a gallon of milk and 2 watermelons. The best part? SGA's late-game heroics are becoming legendary. If there's a close game, you can pretty much pencil him in for a clutch step-back jumper or a free-throw parade. He's the guy who makes you say, wait, how did the Thunder win that? Luka Doncic, the Slovenian magician. Now let's talk about Luka Doncic, who continues to make the game of basketball look like his personal highlight reel. Luka's putting up 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. And yes, he's still hitting step-back threes so filthy they should come with a parental advisory warning. But here's the deal. Luka has Kyrie Irving alongside him. Now, having another superstar on your team can be a blessing and a curse. Sure, Kyrie's handles can break the internet, but they also take touches away from Luka. Yet somehow, Luka's numbers haven't dipped. How does he do it? Maybe he's mastered the art of ball sharing. Or maybe he just makes sure Kyrie gets his shots during commercial breaks. Either way, Luka's MVP campaign is alive and well. Jayson Tatum, the face of Boston. Moving over to Boston, we've got Jayson Tatum, who's proving why he's the Celtics' main man. Tatum's putting up 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. And he's doing it with the kind of smoothness that makes you wonder if he's ever had a bad day in his life. Now, Tatum's got Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, and Drew Holiday in his corner. That's an all-star lineup right there. You'd think it would make his MVP case tougher, but somehow, Tatum's still shining as the alpha. Maybe it's because he's mastered the art of saying, you guys do your thing, I'll just drop 30 and collect my rebounds. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak reloaded. And finally, We've got Giannis, who's averaging a ridiculous 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Meanwhile, don't sleep on players like Devin Booker or Joel Embiid, who are quietly putting up MVP-caliber performances. Booker's been a scoring machine for the Suns, and Embiid is doing Embiid things, dominating the paint and making defenses look helpless. Oh, and did I mention Damian Lillard is now his teammate? Talk about a cheat code. Giannis no longer has to bulldoze through 5 defenders every possession. Instead, he's out here running pick and rolls with Dame like it's a video game. Of course, having a superstar like Dame means Giannis's stats might not look as otherworldly as they've been in past seasons. But don't let that fool you. Giannis is still dominating games with his usual blend of power, speed, and sheer willpower. And with Milwaukee sitting near the top of the East, his MVP campaign is very much in play. The MVP voting system, a free-for-all. Now, let's take a quick detour into how the MVP voting actually works. Did you know that the people who vote for the MVP have a shocking amount of freedom? There are no strict guidelines. It's basically up to each voter's interpretation of what valuable means. Some voters prioritize stats, others look at team success, and a few, well, let's just say they have their favorites. For example, there have been some questionable votes in recent years. Remember when one voter left Jokic off their ballot entirely in 2022, despite him being the clear frontrunner? Or when Giannis's back-to-back MVP campaigns in 2019 and 2020 drew criticism from some who claimed he hadn't proven himself in the playoffs yet? Bias, personal grudges, and regional preferences can all play a role. So, while we're out here debating stats and performances, remember, the MVP race isn't just about what happens on the court. It's also about who's holding the pen when the votes are cast. Final thoughts, who's your MVP? So, who's taking home the MVP trophy this season? Is it Jokic, the chilled triple-double machine? SGA, the Thunder's clutch king? Luka, the Slovenian wizard? Tatum, Boston's golden boy? Or Giannis, the Greek freak with a new weapon? One thing's for sure, this MVP race is as unpredictable as a Russell Westbrook fast break. Let us know in the comments who you're rooting for and why. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our Hoops content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.